Good morning, 7th class. Yesterday we started the lesson, the signal 1, and it's the story of two friends, and they are Wesley and who is another? Semyon. So the two persons in the picture are Wesley and Semyon, and they are the trek walker. They have the flags in their hands. One is green and another is red. The green is to give the signal to trains to go and red is to stop. So they both are the track walker, and in the starting of the lesson we have read, you see the page 1, when we started the chapter, we came to know that Semyon was jobless. He had no job, and by chance he met his senior officer who was a station master, and he offered him a job of the track walker, and he got the job of the track walker, and his wife was also there, and they also got a small house, and near the house there was the land where he can do the farming also. So Semyon was happy to get the job and the land. On the next page we read that Semyon was given all the necessary items like flag, green flag, red flag, lanterns, horn, hammer, screw wrench, means all the material to make the track proper, to make the station neat and clean. Broom was also given. So, and the book of the rules and regulation and timetable of the train. So all these things were given to him because he was a track walker and he must know the timings of the train and the position of the track. Everything should be set. So when in the summer season he got the time, because there was no snow, so he got the time to talk to his neighbors. So one of his neighbor was an old man who rarely comes out of his house, and the another neighbor was Wesley. Wesley, who lives 6 to 7 miles away from his house, but he speaks very less. Whenever Semyon tried to talk to him, he only gives answer, "How do you do? I am fine," and just ran away from there. So he speaks very less. So it was about Wesley, and let us continue the reading from page 3. Up to here we have done yesterday. Now start from here. Let us see what is there in the chapter. So let us see. But what God may give, so will it be. And perhaps, said Wesley, it is waste of time for me to talk to you, and he turned and went off. So it is the conversation of Wesley and Semyon. They both are talking, and Semyon would say that you have a little time to soar in my day. Means I am very happy on the day. But God may give, it will be. Means whatever God has given us, we should be happy in that. And perhaps, said Wesley, but Wesley is quite different. He said maybe, perhaps, that we should be happy whatever God has given us, perhaps. It is a waste of time for me to talk to you. So Wesley said that he was not happy to talk to Semyon. Therefore he went away from there and turned and went off. Neighbor, Semyon called, would you lose your temper? But his neighbor did not turn round. So Semyon called him and asked him why he was angry, what was the reason, but he didn't answer and did not turn round, did not come back. Semyon went home and said to his wife, Irina, something doesn't seem right about our neighbor. So the name of the wife is Irina, and Semyon is talking to his wife and talking about Wesley. That our neighbor Wesley doesn't seem right about. Some problem is there. He is not looked happy. Then two men met again and discussed the same topics. Two men met again. Who are the two men? Semyon and Wesley. They again met with each other and again they talk about the things. But what sort of life is there for a poor man in a hut here and there? What pay do you get? Asked Wesley one day. So one day Wesley asked, if you are poor, if you have no money, then what type of life you are going to lead? Means you can't be happy in very less money. So what pay do you get? What is your salary? Not much. Wesley, 12 rubles. So what was the salary of Semyon? It was only 12 rubles. And I 13.5 ruble. Why? By the regulation, the company should give us 15 rubles a month. And what was the salary of Wesley? It was 13.5 ruble. But by the rules and regulation, the company should give us 15 rubles a month. But as per the rules, the salary should be 15 rubles. Who decides that you should have 12 rubles and I 13.5? So he is asking, who is talking? It's Wesley. He is talking about the salary they both get. Ask yourself, and you say a man can live on that? I shall not stay here long. I shall go somewhere, anywhere. So Wesley is very upset due to his less salary because he got only 13.5 rubles and he is not happy with that money. So he was talking to Semyon that after some time he is going somewhere. He shall go somewhere, anywhere, wherever he want. But where will you go? Stepench. Here you have a house, warmth, a little piece of land. Your wife is a worker. So Semyon is telling the benefits of living there, that he had a house also, warmth also, a little piece of land also where he can do the farming, and his wife was also a worker. Land. You should look at my piece of land, not a twig on it, nothing. I planted some cabbage in the spring just when the inspector came along. He said, "What is this? What have you not reported this? Why have you done this without permission? Dig them up, root and all, 3 rubles fine." So Wesley was telling that the land is only for the name. I cannot use that. Once by chance I planted cabbages there and the master came, the inspector came and he asked that without the permission why he planted the cabbages there. He was very angry and he ordered to dig them up and root them up, and the 3 rubles money, it was wasted. "You are hot-tempered," said Semyon. Semyon said that you got angry very easily. "No, I am not hot-tempered, but I tell the truth. I will complain to the chief. We will see then." And Wesley did complain to the chief. So Wesley was very angry and he made a complaint against the inspector to the chief. Because he was very hot-tempered, he got angry very easily. One day the chief came to inspect the line. So it was the visit of the chief now to the inspector because the complaint was there. Some important persons were coming from St. Petersburg to conduct an inquiry. So prior to their journey, it was necessary to put everything in order. So the complaint was made, chief was coming, and some important persons were also coming from St. Petersburg to conduct an inquiry. Now inquiry will be there because the complaint was there, and so the persons were coming. So it was the duty of Semyon to put everything in the proper order. So the sleepers were carefully examined, spikes driven in a bit, nuts tightened, post painted, and orders given for yellow sand to be sprinkled at the level crossing. So the preparations were done, sleepers were carefully examined, spikes driven in a bit, nuts were tightened, means the track was examined very carefully so that there should be no problem when the chief will be there. Both Semyon and Wesley worked hard for a whole week and put everything in order. So both were working very hard. Who were they? Semyon and Wesley, because Wesley had put a complaint and the officer, senior chief, was coming to examine all the things. Now see what happened. Yes. So for the whole week, Semyon and Wesley, they worked hard to put everything in order. The chief arrived on a trolley, 4 men working the handles and the levelers, making the 6 wheels hum. So the chief came in a trolley and the people were there with him to handle the trolley and they were moving it. The trolley reached Semyon's hut, who ran out and reported in solidarity fashion. Means as a soldier salute, in the same way Semyon salute the chief. Have you been here long? Inquired the chief. Means for how long he was living there, the chief asked. Since the 2nd of May, Your Excellency. So what was the date? It was 2nd of May, he was living there. All right, thank you. Who is at hut number 164? So now the chief is asking about the hut number 164. The accompanying traffic inspector replied Wesley Stepianch. And who was living there? It was Wesley Stepianch. Is he the man against whom you made a note last year? Is he the same person against whom you made a note? He is, replied the inspector. And the inspector replied in yes. Well, we will see Wesley Stepianch, go on. There will be trouble between them, my neighbor, said Semyon to himself. Now Semyon is talking to himself that there will be trouble now because the chief has come to investigate what is the problem. So it's the end of the part 1 and tomorrow we shall continue the part 2 and also we will discuss the exercise of the lesson. Okay, it's bye for today.